bargaining chip the next year. Free agents are going to want to come because they're going to see that guy. Now everybody's talking about, yo, Drake May's the shit. I'd like to go play with him.
Right?
And they've stacked it up. But if you screw that up,
if you ruin the confidence of these guys,
and the guy's not special, and the guy doesn't have the mental fortitude. That's the thing. People talk about Drake May like, oh yeah, like I don't know if he's gonna be able to handle it. If they didn't think he could handle it, they wouldn't have made him the number 3 overall.
Right.
I think especially in that situation where you knew it was gonna be bad, but I feel like sometimes these franchises are like, well, I gotta take a quarterback. I've gotta put him in the situation. You don't know if he's ready.
But you have to take the swing.
And there's the idea that you got to take the swing. You got to find
out
out
when to take the swing. Because, for example, like Drake May and a lot of those quarterbacks from last year's draft class, if quarterback 5 or 6 was coming out from last year's draft class, they'd probably be QB1 in this class.
Or certainly in the fight for it, yeah.
They'd be in the fight for it versus Cam.
I don't know that they would.
And then
a lot of the tastemakers had Shedeur Sanders better than 3 of those dudes that went in the first round last year. So I think a lot of the tastemakers are changing the tune based off what they've seen them
from
do
that
after
revisionist history,
fact, right?
Bo Nix particularly, he's the most revisionist of the ball.
I always say,
people did not like him.
But here's my thing:
the only
just be honest about it. Just be honest about it. I was on record saying I thought Bo Nix was going to be trash on trash, right? I got through half the season and I said he's going to be a competent. By the end of the season, I went,
low ceiling. I still
Bo Nix going to be all right.
But I think he's going to be a good player. I think we've seen basically what Bo is, and he's going to be that.
I think he's going to be a good player. He got with a good offensive coach. What we see this year.
Right? Is ceiling physically, like he is what he is physically. Now the key is like, and this is the part you can't quantify. This is the part that's difficult. Now where's the mental game going? Okay, is he able to take the? Because for example, right? Talk about somebody, and this is the outlier of outliers, but Tom Brady, right? That dude, there was no reason from a physical standpoint. Not that he had a bad arm, he had a good arm. There's no reason to think that dude was going to be what he became. But the mental side of the game just kept going.
He was a tall, super competitive guy with a above average arm and great
and that part is
drive.
To gauge. Now, I don't think Bo Nix is going to do that.
It's not tough to gauge. It's not tough to gauge because all of the stuff you're saying about Tom Brady, everybody saw in college.
Oh yeah,
they tried to replace that man for 3 straight years
and
at
they
Michigan,
couldn't manage it.
And he kept on shooting the back up in the head like, yo, you keep putting him in here, I'm gonna keep laying him down. Navarro and Drew Henson, like they kept.
When first time I saw him, he was still in the battle.
But I'm saying he's
NFL Network. Come over here.
He kept evolving mentally,
and he's also
because mentally he knew, yo, I've got to be above these other ultra talented athletes that are at the quarterback position in front of me. And that's why I think where the whole you have to push the can back and trade down doesn't work.
Tyler Show.
Shout out to Tyler Show for running the 40.
Shout out to
Tyler Show for running the 40.
We got 40 again. Let's go.
Careful, you don't break a hip. He's 27.
He's my age. Dang.
I'm not gonna lie. He moved a little bit.
Cleveland Browns.
They just didn't run that. He can run.
No, he can move a little bit.
Well,
remember he and Herbert were in the same
offense. They didn't run him.
Yeah, right.
They didn't want to take a chance because he was obviously he's brittle, like his bones are brittle.
That's right. Osteoporosis. Yeah, I got you.
You should put your guys on NFL Network here.
It hurts. It's one thing to talk about, I'm going to keep learning about the game, and it's another to be like, I will not let somebody.
But he's like that though. Like that's his personality.
I swear to God, I'm
But
gonna like
when he
stay
throws,
up and work
that ball turns out
until I die,
What's the only way
so that
to
I
do
can
that?
win.
What's the only way to do that? Is to get better at the mental part, right? You don't think right now people in Denver are going, hey, Bo Nix is at his zenith. This is as best as he's going to be because he's already 25 years old. He's played 1 billion snaps in college. That's why he was able to come in and have immediate success in Garner. Where else is he going from here at 6'1"? You know what I'm saying?
14.
Yeah, like
now, all the defenses in the NFL,
they're all getting a chance to download the
tape.
information.
Yes.
How does he evolve? How does he get better? So remember, Jalen Hurts had a guy mocked to him to Philadelphia for the first 3 years he was with the team. Every single year they mocked the quarterback to Philadelphia, while Jalen Hurts was only out there taking them to a championship.
They were trying to replace the hell out of him.
They were trying to replace him.
They wanted his
And you don't think he knew that? And continued to evolve and try to get better at his game, better at his craft.
And to that point, after he got benched and all that, and he went to Oklahoma, he continued getting better.
Yep.
He
got
continued
better
his
while at
ascent,
Alabama.
even in college. He continued his ascent.
You saw it. That's my point. Is a lot of the times you see it with these guys, but we don't want to admit that we see it because it gets in the way of whatever the narrative is that
so
we have.
if you look at the final four teams, right? So Philadelphia, who did they beat? I have already forgotten.
Washington.
So you look at Philadelphia, Washington, Buffalo, Kansas City, and you look at how those teams are constructed, right? Philadelphia was the only one of those teams with an elite wide receiver corps. They surrounded Hurts with more talent. Mahomes did not have the receiving corps. Buffalo definitely didn't. The Commanders did.
Okay.
Right? So there is a group of players, and we could make the argument that are elevating Hurts. And then to your point about Knicks, I would argue that what I see every Denver fan saying is we have to surround Knicks with the Philadelphia skill positions.
Hey, watch this.
And you can't.
What do they say about every elite level quarterback in the NFL when they're not winning? We got to surround them with more. Right?
Right.
So why is Hurts the only one that gets devalued because of that?
No, this is my point.
That Justin Herbert, we got to get him more receiving weapons. He already had 3 first-round picks out there. When is he going to elevate any of those dudes? That is true. Like Jalen Hurts had Devontae Smith and some dudes. Then they went and got A.J. Brown. But he was still making it happen with Smith and a tight end.
Okay, so Tyler Show made a 4.69 and a 4.64.
4.59 in the low. That was the official time for Brady Cook is 4.59.
That's actually good.
So we have
That's crazy.
Hey, Brady Cook was flying. I didn't even read. I was like, yo,
Hey, Brady Cook made some money.
No, Brady Cook
made
did.
some money.
Yep.
You know what Brady Cook made some money at?
CFL?
CFL.
I was about to say.
That short yardage quarterback is money in the CFL.
It is.
That's still money.
Money.
It is money. I mean,
It's
account for the exchange rate and everything, but yeah, it's money.
It's an awesome conversation, but the way that the NFL has set it up now that you don't have to pay these quarterbacks exorbitant amounts of money. And by the way, Cam Newton, I apologize to you. They really did you dirty there. They cost you about like good $50 million in your career because of it.
And 3 or 4 years of playing time.
Yeah, but because of the way the contracts are structured now, you get the quarterback, and then you fill the roster with a bunch of talent that you're not going to be able to afford once you have to pay that quarterback. Right. So that means that 5-year window that you get with the rookie is where you see if they can be the dude. Because if they can't, it's time to hit the reset button and go and do the same, run the math again and see if we can get it.
That's where I think it is so interesting what Philly has done, right? Because they got the expensive quarterback now. They got the expensive wide receiver. They got Devontae Smith on the rookie deal. But they have drafted, they just spammed offensive and defensive linemen. And they just got this rotation of young studs that they don't even have to pay yet, but they're still better than everybody. Jalen Carter is out here. Imagine what Jalen Carter, if they decide to pay him what his ass is going to cost. Right?
Bill's going to come do real quick though.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But yeah, that is the problem. But the thing is, they've circumvented it by being so damn good at drafting.
Right.
And that's the thing. Not everybody can do that.
Are they good at drafting, or are they smart enough to just keep shooting?
It's a little bit of both.
Right?
It's a little bit of both.
Because they've drafted some duds.
Everybody has some duds.
Count your hits. Don't count your misses. You have to count your hits. You do not count your misses.
And they
Shout out to
count your hit percentage.
Right.
Yeah. Don't just
shout out to Arciago Whiteside wherever you are. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be high.
But it's like, when they've been drafting the premium trench positions lately, they have been
But also they made strategic, trades when they got rid of Wentz, so they could have more picks to hit or miss off of.
That's part of smart work.
We're not winning the championship with Wentz. Let's get him off the books. Let's go with this rookie contract in the quarterback. Let's then load the team with money.
When they was winning with Russell,
right? Let's load the team with high money players, and then when we finally have to pay the quarterback, hopefully we've won a championship. They went to one and they won another. Now they're going to have to do some strategic things to keep it rolling.
Same thing with the Seahawks when they had Russell.
Oh, that looks fast. Love it, looks fast.
Then they started to move.
So Georgia's Dominic Levitt just ran a time that looks really fast.
They couldn't pay him. They had to get the tracker out again.
Yeah, so I'll be back in a little while, but enjoy. And we're going to probably keep running our mouths. We're going to keep talking. But I'll be back with you guys later.
Stop on the camera.
Oh, I promise it won't.